Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we will be going over the long overdue Toofaced Italian Spritz palette. Now, this did come to me like a week ago. My daughter broke it, whole long story. Ended up having to go get a new one, so I had a nice fresh palette. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go through swatches. I do have two other palettes by Too Faced in like this kind of style. We're going to go through some comparisons, swatches, all the fun goodies, you know. Anyways, like, subscribe. Let's do this. Okay, this does say it is Lake Como, I think. Cocktail inspired eyeshadow palette. It does definitely have the shades on the back, and then it also has total net weight 18 gram / 0.634 ounces, 18 eyeshadows, Italy. Okay, so just a little bit of information. It is very cute packaging. Now, does the palette represent the packaging? Okay, it is the classic tin. Mine had a cat hair. My hair, who knows. Okay, so classic tin packaging. Now the smell of this, it's not what I thought it was going to be, to be completely honest. It's very fresh, but it's definitely not what I thought it was going to be. It has the standard mirror in it, and then these are the shades. Now my lighting is a little thrown off right now because of my setup, because my ring light is still broke. I know I did have a comment in my last video that my footage was a little shaky, and that's because I don't have something to hold it. I was actually holding it, and I am a very shaky person. I do have fibro. So, anyways, way off subject, as usual. Welcome to my channel. This is the color story. Now, you do have, like, this beautiful row of, like, pinky purples and, like, a maroon, and then you do have this golden sunshine yellow. I love it. And then you have this deep dark green, this super bright blue, and then this deep sparkly blue. Now, I know there are definitely different textures in here. The mattes are pretty basic compared, you know, to the usual Too Faced palettes. They are pretty basic. But like this shade up here is very pretty. So let's go ahead and just swatch this one. And then I also have the pumpkin spice palette right here. Let me take this out. This is the pumpkin spice palette. This is definitely more of a warmer tone palette, but you do have like this pink down here as well. But this is more of a deeper, kind of full like palette. So again, this one, for comparison's sake, you have the pumpkin spice palette. I don't really think there's any dupes in here compared to the Italian Spritz. Let me see here. Let me hold them up next to each other. Ooh, maybe actually that shade right there, that looks very similar. Other than that, I don't really think so. Okay, so that's the, again, pumpkin spice. And then we have, of course, the tried and true Too Faced Sweet Peach, which it smells so good, guys. My daughter, of course, got into mine because, you know, that's just, I guess, what she does. She definitely gets into my stuff. Now, again, this side is more deeper. I mean, everybody has this palette, so if you know, you know. So, I mean, I don't think there's really anything to dupe in this palette either. Now, if you have the other ones, yeah, you might be duping it. But for the ones that I got, I don't get every single one because they do tend to dupe themselves. So just for the ones that I have, I don't think there's any really duping going on. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into the palette that you're here for, right? Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of go down each row and swatch for you guys. I don't typically do like live swatches, but we're going to do it because why the hell not? I do also have a foundation that I want to try out on camera. It's the new KVD foundation. All right, I took my watch off. This is the first shade right here. As you can see, quite a bit does pick up, and I was very gentle. So this one right here is Holy Cannoli. And then we have the very, sorry for blinding the crap out of you, the very first shade right there, the shimmer, my bad. It's like a, see now this shimmer, it feels hard and very textured. It really does. And my lighting is crapple. Let me see if I can turn it maybe. Okay. You see, it's like very textured. Let's see if it's, looks very pretty swatched though. And then the pink shade is When in Rome. Ooh, that one's really pretty. See, that pink row, that is what I was drawn to. And then we have the fourth one. This kind of looks, all right, I know my lighting isn't the best right now, but these two are very similar. This one has more of like a pinkier undertone, but basically the same shade, with this one just being a touch more pinky. So right off the bat, the first two shimmers I'm not very impressed with, and they feel very like chunky, even though the swatches don't show they're chunky. They're just, I don't know, the texture of them are very, very, ugh. I don't really know how to describe it. This right here is the next shade. It is Feeling Saucy. Now this one, it's like a deeper rusty color. Ooh, now that one's got some pigment. That is very pretty. And then the one that I was like super interested about, this blue shade. Oh, do you see that? That is so pretty. Okay, well, it's definitely more of like a purpley. That is a shitty swatch. Let me try that again. I'm sorry. And that one feels very different from the other two shimmers. Very different. It's a lot smoother. Definitely a lot smoother. So that one right there was, oh crap, Lake Como. So far that is what it's looking like. It's a gorgeous color story. That right there is an eye look all in itself. Okay, so then we're going to move on to the next row. Let me see here. Toasted in Tuscany. This one right here is Toasted in Tuscany. It is definitely like a simple crease shade, one to get you going. And then we have Sin Sin. Now this feels just like the first two shimmers. Definitely a little bit more on the textured side, but beautiful payoff. Holy moly, that's got some gorgeous payoff. And then we have Spritz and Glitz, another shade that I was definitely excited about. It's like a pinkier shade. This is a shimmer. Not a lot of payoff. Let's try that again. Okay, well, that's not as pigmented as I would like it to be, but nonetheless, it's definitely pretty. Okay. And then we have Spaghetti About It. Okay, these shade names. Again, another kind of, you know, basic Too Faced shade. But I think with the pops of color that they have in here, I think these are definitely great mattes for them. And then we have Grandpa Don't Peach. That's cute. This one again feels like more textured. So far we only have like two that feel smoother. And that is definitely like a goldy shimmer. And then Espresso Yourself. This is definitely one I would use quite a bit because I love this kind of matte. But is it unique? Absolutely not. And then we have Lake and Bake. This is beautiful. This is definitely one of the shades that caught my eye on this palette. But it definitely feels like the other one's definitely more of a chunkier shimmer. But that's pretty. And then we have Capri Fun, another shade that drew me in. It's this orangey yellow shade that swatched like crap. That was my fault. That is pretty. It does not swatch very good. But so far, I mean, not a bad color story. Mamma Mia. Not a lot really. This one feels a little bit drier. Definitely drier. Whoa. This shade is definitely drier. You can tell by the swatch. That is very dry. Okay, and then we have Como After Dark. Another shade that I was interested in. It seems like the shimmers are just very, like, hard. They're not very smooth and creamy. Impostable. Another, that's a nice matte. It's pretty dry. Honestly, it's not as smooth as I would like it to be. And then we got Gelato. My daughter has decided to stop by. Either way, this color story, I do like how it has some depth to it, some lightness to it. I really like this shade and the pinks, and then these two deeper ones. The mattes seem pretty dry. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. They seem pretty damn dry. So, and some of the shimmers, they're not my favorite. And swatches do not tell the whole story, but from feeling it alone, it's not going to be my favorite palette. I do like some of the shades, but again, this palette is what, $54, $56, something like that. I will leave the price up on the screen somewhere. But if you like this color story, let's see how it applies on the eye. Let's do a look. I went ahead and primed my eyes with my tried and true Anastasia eye primer. I love this stuff. It's amazing. It works like with every eyeshadow I've ever used. Okay, so I don't know how extreme we're gonna go with this, but you know, I think we're gonna go ahead and start off pretty basic because that's, you know, yeah. Oh, we'll see. The Toasted in Tuscany right here. Toasted in Tuscany. We're going to go ahead and start off with that and just run it through my crease. Woo! Did you see all that? Oh my. These are pretty dry. Like, they're dry. But we're just going to work this through the crease. It is definitely a very basic crease color, so we're gonna be basic for a minute. Just for a minute. We're gonna see how we can kind of spice this up a little bit. But, I mean, this matte, it's definitely blending out very quickly, very nicely. I want to get a little on the grungier side, so I'm going to go ahead and tap into this, the Impostable. It's definitely a grungier brown gold. And again, oh my gosh. Like, there is hell a kickback in that. That is a lot of wasted product, and yeah. But I mean, they are pigmented. I'm not saying they're not, but I mean, formulas have came such a long way that, like, I feel like Too Faced hasn't really upped their game at all. And they really, really should, because they got a lot of competition nowadays. Alright, so now one of my issues is there's only two shades, basically, to deepen this up. And it is this brown right here and this maroon right here. Now, this one was super, super dry. We're going to try it. Because it was super dry, I want to see if it actually works. And I want to see if it blends and if it's splotchy or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and go into that one. We're going to go ahead and just go right over to the outer V and start stamping this. And then we'll blend out after we get it where we want it. Like, these are so powdery. So powdery. Alright, that shade was okay. It didn't deepen it up as much as I wanted it to. But maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay for right now. I did take it about halfway in. That way, kind of deepen it up a little bit more, but all that grungy yellow tone stuff is still there. Okay, so I think see now these shimmers. I don't want to go for the basic bronzy ones. I either really wanted to try the blue one or the pink one for sure. I think I'm going to go ahead and try this deep, dark, rich one right here, Como After Dark. And we're going to tuck that in the outer corner, kind of right where that maroon shade is. Let's see if it picks up on a brush. A little bit picks up on the brush. Okay, there we go. It does pick up on a brush, so that's a good thing. I'm not going to spray it, see how it is, because I don't want it super intense because it's going on the outer V. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap it first, hopefully. See it, because I just want it to kind of deepen it up a little bit. And I know a lot of people don't like to deepen their looks up with shimmers, but when that's kind of your option, that's your... Alright, I'm definitely going to go ahead and do a close-up so you can see how the look is looking. Deeper shade onto the end. I think that definitely made it look a lot better. Okay, so let's go ahead and now we're going to go ahead and do this pink shade right here because this swatch... it really wasn't pigmented. It's called Spritz and Glitz. And again, I'm not going to spray it. I want to see what it looks like. It does pick up on the brush. I'm going to see what it looks like without spraying it. And then we might have to spray this one. Yeah, see, it just doesn't look like it's there. Alright, let me get something to spray it and we'll see if we can intensify it. I just grabbed the Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist because it's what I grabbed. Spraying it definitely does help. It definitely made it pop a lot more. But it's definitely still not where I want it to be. So I'm going to keep adding to it to see if it will build up. Super up close. Do you see, like, it is definitely not as pigmented as I want it to be. Like, it's there, it's pretty, but not even close to, like, the pigmentation that I thought it was going to show in the pan. So I think now I'm going to go ahead and just kind of layer that blue shade over it just to see what kind of effect it will give. I did actually end up using my finger, too, to get it to this opacity. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger for this blue shade right here. It is Lake Como. And I'm just going to go ahead and lightly tap it over just to see the effect that it's going to give. Because that shade is just, okay, that's pretty. I like that. I really like that one. Okay. Together, those are pretty. I don't know if this look is like very cohesive, but I don't care. I like it, and I'm trying as many shades as I possibly can for you guys, so. Alright, I am bringing you guys up close and personal again. I don't know if you can see, but this eye, it definitely got like splotchy. Like, I don't know if you can truly see it. But yeah, it definitely got like splotchier and not even. So I don't know what is going on. I mean, overall, right now, I do like the look. Let's go ahead and stop with the eyes for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the foundation, and then we'll finish up the eyes. Alright, so I went in with this Diate London Dewy Skin Vitamin C Glass Glow Primer. This is new to me, so I'm giving it a go. Right now, it's super moisturizing, but it almost kind of feels a little oily. So, I don't know. Again, first time I've been like using, well, this is the third time I've used it. So, anyways, okay. Foundation. This is from KVD, the Good Apple Full Coverage Serum Foundation. I love this packaging. I love it. I got the shade 027 Medium. Now, online, don't go buy online. These shades are a freaking disaster online. They look super, super, like, off. Like, the shades are, like, insane online. It says, shake well. Yep. Cool. It doesn't really say anything on the box. Lightweight, all-day wear, transfer resistant. That's why I got it. Transfer resistant. So let's see. It just says no transfer. Yeah, okay. So you open it up and you got this beautiful, stunning component. Now, I love the details on this. Love it. Let me get up close so you can truly see it. This, it looks like a piece that would be beautiful sitting out on my vanity. So, stunning. It's got the same on the back as well. Definitely glass. And, yeah. Let's try it. Make sure to shake it up really, really good. It does sound pretty liquidy. It's got a pump. I'm going to pump some out on my hand. Okay, that's 2 pumps right there. So it's kind of liquidy, but it is a serum foundation. I'm going to go ahead and use a sponge. This is a brand new MOTD sponge. Just going to go ahead and dip, and then start. I did give my primer a minute to sink in because I hate like going right in because it doesn't actually soak into your face. Okay. So maybe I got the right shade. Like usually I'm a light to medium. So that looks perfect. Holy crap. Ooh, okay. Usually I'm pretty good at picking shades out, but like their thing online was a mess. It really was. Like their shades did not look right. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish pouncing this in. So this side, that looks beautiful. Beautiful. Holy smokes. And that shade is dead on. This is stunning. I would definitely say it is more medium to buildable. But holy shit. Like, wow. That is stunning. And it's like literally my perfect shade. So, we will definitely see how it wears. If it is truly like transfer proof and everything. But it is extremely lightweight. Very easy to blend. And I use a sponge. Typically, I go back and forth between sponge and brush. But holy crap. That is beautiful. Oh. Okay, let me jump off here, get the rest of everything on, and then we will come back to finish doing the lower lash line. And we can finish this video. I'll let you know my thoughts. I'll be right back. All right, so let me quickly go through what is on my face real quick. Most of it is in my Shop My Stash or my project pan. I have the REM Beauty Concealer in Light 5N. I have the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer here. That is in project pan for 2023. This is in the shade Tan Lines. And then I have a Kiko Milano Fruit Explosion Blush in 03. Again, project pan. I have this beautiful mascara. I love this stuff so much. This is a mini, and I will definitely be picking up the full size. This is Tartelette tubing mascara. I freaking love this stuff. If you guys like tubing mascaras, heck yeah. This stuff is gorgeous. And then for my lippy, I love it. This is the Milani Matte Lip Crayon in 120 Can't Even. And I think it goes perfectly. Like, it's a beautiful, just nude, everyday shade. And then for my eyebrows, that got kind of a little out of control. It is the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in Soft Brown. I'm almost done with this. I should probably just throw this in my project pan too because, yeah, that's how much I have left. Okay, so I know we're not here for, like, any of that, but that is what is on my face. I haven't set up my under eyes, so they might, like, start to crease a little bit because that stuff is very, very creamy. But, okay. So, bottom lash line, we are gonna, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I mean, so far, I really like this look. I don't think it needs any, like, eyeliner on top or anything because it's supposed to be a nice springy kind of look. Kind of airy, you know, not super heavy. And this foundation, holy crap. I am like, do you see how beautiful my complexion looks? I love it. I love it. And I think it's going to be perfect for summer. So, yes, yes, yes. I am in love right now with how this looks. Okay, but back to the eyes. Okay, back to the eyes. Alright. So, I think what we're going to do is go into this pink shade right here and just run that on underneath the lash line. It's When in Rome because it's super, whoa. Again, holy moly. Make sure if you get this palette, you are tapping that brush off because there's way, way too much picking up because these shadows are so, so soft. And they're dry. They are very dry. Does that make me look sick? No. Okay. Like, I don't know. They're not extremely high quality feeling. And they do perform very well. So, honestly, there isn't really an inner corner shade either. Like, you can definitely go for a matte shade. Like that. But I'm not a matte inner corner person. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and pop that blue in the inner corner because we did mix it with the pink shade. And I'm not going to spray it because I don't want it to be super heavy. I'm actually going to tap my brush off. And I'm just going to like, boop. Yes, I did say boop. All right. Let me throw in some eyeliner real quick. And again, I will be right back. Okay, guys. So I just threw a brown liner in my waterline from Juvia's Place. It's in the shade Cocoa. So let me bring it close. I think it turned out very, very pretty. I really do like the whole look as a whole. All the way around, I think the look is beautiful. I think it is very spring-like with the colors that I did choose. But now the palette. Okay, it does smell good. But do you really need this palette? No. No, you don't. I'm kind of disappointed in it, honestly, to be very 100% transparent. The mattes they're pretty dry. I definitely have a lot better mattes in my collection. They feel dry. They're very soft. There's a lot of kick up in the pan. There is a lot of fallout on my eyes. The shimmers, they're two of them, again, the blue one and this one right here, those are smooth, very smooth. But as you've seen, there's not a lot of pigment to them. The blue one does have a lot. The pink one does not. Maybe it's just a shade. Maybe it's not supposed to be super pigmented. But not a lot of pigment to it. The other ones, they're definitely drier and definitely more texture. So I would pass on this palette, to be honest. And I'm kind of surprised because like this color story definitely does speak to me because it is like a brighter / neutral. That is what I like. But yeah, I would pass on it. I think there's definitely better quality palettes out there than this one, especially for $54. So that, I'm sorry, Toofaced, but I'm an honest biatch, so I'd pass. But the foundation. Okay, this foundation, I love it. I mean, for like a first time use, holy crap. This is beautiful. Beautiful. So this is a winner in my books. So at least we got to try 2 products out on camera. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are picking up either one, if you guys already have them, because I know I'm kind of late to the game on this because, you know, issues. But do you like this palette? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you not? Let me know. I mean, makeup works so differently for everybody. Like, please don't be disrespectful. You know, my opinion is my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. We don't have to be mean about it. We just, you know, we're allowed to have differences. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Let me know what you thought of this video. What do you think of this look? I really do like it. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Welcome to spring, right? Woo! Alright, guys. Love you. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe, too. We got Beauty Babe palettes coming. So, love you guys. Bye.